Okay, there's one other thing I wanted to share with you. So I had the biggest surprise today, and I was going to just do one little thing to add to my last video, and I said, no, this is a video. Because I grew turmeric last year. I got the original turmeric roots. They were organic. You want to grow organic because they spray the non-organic roots in the grocery store to keep them from sprouting. So they have a longer shelf life. So, which is why organic costs more, but anyway, grow your own. Start out with organic, and I did. Stephen from Nature's Always Right gave me the original roots. I think I just had 3 pieces, and I sprouted them in a tray like I'm sprouting some right now in that tray inside, and it turned into these 2 huge pots of plants, and in fact they were so huge that they blew over in the wind quite a bit. These pots, I thought these pots would be really, I already had them, but I thought these would be really great for the turmeric because of the, you know, the bottom has a well in there, and when you have such a big plant, it needs a lot of water to keep those leaves puffed out. And so I thought this would be a great pot for that. But the leaves got so huge that the wind would blow them over, and that happened quite a bit. But I'm going to use the same ones. I'm only going to put 2 in each one of these and just start all over. And I'm going to show you right now the whole harvesting. I mean the harvesting of the turmeric, because I had these 2 pots. They spent the whole year. What you need to do though, at the end of the season, if you don't have time to harvest it, don't leave them wet. Don't leave them with wet feet or in anything in the roots. You want them to dry out. And so they just dried out in the pot, in the potting soil. And I had them over in the garage, and then I brought them over here. And you don't want them to freeze. You know, they're not going to go through zone 7 in the winter here. And so I brought them over here after the freezing weather was over, just to get them out of the garage. And I thought, okay, I've got to get these harvested. So right now, check out the harvest of the turmeric. Now what I'm wondering is if there's anything in there that is reusable, meaning can I rehydrate that turmeric into anything? I suspect not, but I don't know. Let's just try one. I have 2 of these. The plants, you can get an idea of how large the plants are. They were gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I should have harvested the roots, but it's just one of those things. I've taken on too much here, and a lot of the things I start I don't get to finish. Look, that was the flower was gorgeous. Now that is as hard as a rock. But what I'm wondering is, are there any roots in there that could be rehydrated? Unlikely, but let's check. Wow. Isn't that wild how that does that? Those are just roots. Those are just roots. And actually that's good to put back into your, to reuse, because, but look, you see the roots here. Probably need some gloves. Wow. That root does not feel dead. Isn't that incredible? I'm going to break this apart and see what's what. Now what's amazing is I think these roots are still viable. And if you can believe, I think I only put three of these little pieces in each pot. This is called a hand, and these are the fingers. Whew! We should have moved away from that compost. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that smells fresh. This could absolutely be planted. Look at that. That's a sprout right there. It's ready to go. All you have to do is water it. But this one piece right here would be enough for that whole pot. You can see that the bottom was just all roots. I mean, these kind of roots, not the root. And it was completely root bound, and I was warned about that. Stephen at Nature's Always Right channel gave me the turmeric, and he said, you don't need to put very much into the, look, there's a sprout right there. You don't need to put very much into the pot. You will be amazed at how big the plants are. So that's a beautiful piece right there that's ready to eat. Okay, that is the harvest just from one pot. Incredible. Obviously, this would be a lot easier if it was wet, but I don't want to get it wet right now. Ready to go. Just waiting for the gardener to catch up. It smells so good. So much bending over in gardening. Did you ever notice that? This is enough turmeric to sell. I wouldn't need to grow turmeric for years. What I should do is dry it and grind it into powder. Use it a lot faster that way. Look at that. Beautiful. I had no idea, honestly, that I would find this after this much time. So that was a big surprise. I kind of expected, I did expect all the roots to be shriveled up and dried into nothing. And that's what would have happened if I'd left them on the counter, and they would have also molded. But when you're growing turmeric, after you harvest, take what you want inside to use or to preserve. The rest, put back into a container. You can just use sand, and that's really, when the soil completely dries out, and this is potting soil that had a lot of perlite in it. But if your soil is completely dry, or you let it completely dry out, you can just leave it like that all winter. Pull it out in the spring and, again, take what you want and replant the rest, or preserve it or sell it or give it away. And yes, there's still a lot of of that stuff, but there's a lot of turmeric in here. So you can either dehydrate it, wash it, dry it, slice it, put it in your dehydrator, grind it up, and turn it into powder, and then you can put it in a Mylar bag, and it'll be good for 20 years. A sealed Mylar bag. So you can always have turmeric. Turmeric is an amazing root for inflammation. Some people say all disease comes from inflammation. Turmeric is one of those things that you really want to be growing all the time, every year. In my opinion, it's best to do ginger and turmeric in a controlled environment, like in a raised bed or in a container, and that way you know exactly how far they've spread out, because they spread underground, right? So I'm going to take the ones with sprouts, put them right back in the pot with potting soil, and get started all over. Okay, I have separated what I'm going to take inside and process to keep, and I have pulled out everything that has a sprout. This is way more than I need, but that's what I have to choose from. And then I put in some biochar, vermiculite, azomite, and bone meal in here. And what I've done in here is I have mixed a combination of the organic pro mix, garden mix. Then I've taken some loose and also some roots. This is great material, and I've kind of combined that in each one of these to reuse what I had, but boost it with something fresh. Then I'm going to add, I haven't stirred that up yet. I'm going to lay out the roots. Then I'm going to cover with 2 inches of soil and water thoroughly. Now, for best results, go back to what I was saying in my other video. While you're sprouting this, just wait till these are 4 to 5 inches tall before you plant them out. But I'm going to go ahead and just take a chance since they're here. Okay, and then this one. Yeah, do that. I'm also going to just throw in that, so I don't want to waste it. Just want to put about 2 inches of soil on the top, just like you would a potato. Okay. All right, now when they start coming up, I'll put some compost around the plants. Just give it a little bit more water. Of course, we're going to have rain. Because we're going to have rain, I am not going to leave these outside. I'm going to put them on the porch.